Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today, forget about the boys. Saturdays are for the Steppe Lancers as Hera, playing as the Tatars in blue, takes on MbL, playing as the Mongols in red. Now all the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings with scouts and with duck, goose, and try to get their butts up to Feudal Age ASAP. Why don't we take an opportunity to look at the civilizations we'll be watching today? The Tatars are a civilization that does whatever it possibly can to push you towards mounted units. Their cav archers come with extra line of sight. They get Parthian tactics and thumb ring for free. Some of their units, I'm looking at you, scout line units, steppe lancers, cav archers can be upgraded to get extra armor. And their first unique unit is the Keshik, a medium cavalry unit that actually generates gold every time it pokes and prods at an enemy unit, which can come in very, very useful in the late stages of the game as gold becomes more and more scarce and raiding becomes more and more frequent. Now, once your army is out on the field of battle, very important for the Tatars to take the high ground, because instead of the usual 25% extra damage, they do 50% extra damage, which becomes even more important in the later stages of the game once trebs start coming out, because the Tatars can upgrade their trebs to get a massive boost of their range. A fully upgraded Tatar treb, 19 tiles of range, which is just about as bonkers can get. Now, in order to feed a big, hungry, cavalry-based army, Tatar herdables do contain 50% more food, and starting in Castle Age, their town centers start spawning 2 sheep for free whenever they get built. Pivoting to the south, we've got another super lightning fast civilization in the Mongols. Their scout line units come with extra line of sight. Their cav archers fire faster. Their light cav, their hussars, their steppe lancers all come with automatically 30% more HP. And their unique unit is the Mangadai, a fast-firing, quick cavalry archer unit with an attack bonus against siege. Now, to keep up with their super lightning-fast army on the battlefield, the Mongols can upgrade their siege units to move 50% faster. I'm going to say this every time I cast the Mongols. I really hope we get to see that, because they look like bumper cars once they get the drill upgrade. Now, to support their military endeavors out on the map, Mongol hunters do work faster. Their houses can actually be upgraded so that they don't lose population space if they get destroyed. So we've got a very fun, potentially matchup here. Not only, Hera, MbL, 2 fantastic players, but we've got 2 civilizations that come with some interesting early game food related advantages. One with faster working hunters. I don't know why I circled the geese over here. One with faster working hunters, one with herdables that contain more food. And then on top of that, lots and lots of potential for fun cavalry battles on a map that, let's zoom out and take a look at this map, actually. Fairly flat around the Tatar base, fairly flat around the Mongol base. A few hills here to the right, to the back of the Mongol base. A lot of hills in the center. So Hera's going to want to camp his butt on these hills like a sniper in Counter-Strike and see how much more damage he can get. For now, though, that is neither here nor there as he pushes a stubborn deer. Man, have we seen these guys derp out a lot. And as he does so, let's take an opportunity, as both players now sit on 17 villagers, to look at the bases. By the way, let me know in the comments below. I recently changed the mods because everything is small now. Small trees, small palisades, small this, small that. The deer. Oh, that's so sad. What an ugly location for the deer. So I actually added the mod for the small bushes, but I see the blue butterflies, which means I don't get to see my lemons anymore. Now, because they're small, they're always these, I don't know what these are. Some kind of red berry. I don't know what exactly, raspberry, exactly what kind of berry it is, but it no longer shows the yellow lemon bushes, and you can tell they're the lemon bushes because of the pretty blue butterflies. So let me know if you like this, if I should change it back, if you really don't give a rat's you know what? Let me know in the comments below. Both players heading up to the next age. Hera 1 villager ahead, which means he is about exactly 25. I shouldn't say about exactly. He's first of all, I don't know what the hell about exactly means, but he's exactly 25 seconds behind, because both of them have 0 idle time on their TCs, and he's down 1 villager, which takes 25 seconds to train, which explains why he is 25 seconds behind, because he has 1 extra villager. I'm going to shut up about that. Let's take a look at the resources. Primary gold and stone kind of to the side. Stone a little bit exposed to the front. Unfortunately for Hera, his secondary stone is in the back and not much else. A little bit of bamboo, a little bit of autumnal oak. his additional resources, gold being used as part of the wall off here to the right, additional gold, very forward position. But this is about an open base as possible. I love this thick forest here, a bit of a thinner one to the front, a bit of a thinner one to the side, but this one is nice and juicy, a nice isosceles triangle shape almost for Hera. Let's take a look at MbL's primary gold, also kind of off to the side, forward-ish position. Primary stone, nice and secure in the back. Additional gold in the back, which is nice, but next to two hills, which against the Tatars is potentially problematic. Additional tertiary gold to the front, additional secondary stone to the front as well. Also, a nice long forest here and two medium-sized forests. So both players starting with very interesting forest spawns. Overall, Hera's base looks like it's a lot more open than his opponent's, whereas MbL has a bit of a shorter walling distance here. I really wish there was a way I could click and drag the mouse and it wouldn't create a square. It would create just a line. And that way, if I go from this tree to this tree, it doesn't make a big square. Now, if I say you can wall this off, it looks like I'm talking about this massive square in the middle. But anyway, add that to the never-ending wish list for the developers of this game. Although maybe, I don't know if that's a Capture Age thing or an Age of Empires thing. I think it's probably a Microsoft thing if I'm being honest about it. But anyway, you didn't come here to listen to me whine. Ooh, there is a fire truck now entering my apartment structure, my complex. Interesting. First scuffle of the game erupting here as two spearmen battle it out. Take a little bit of HP off of each other. It looks like our Mongols spearmen a little bit healthier. Ooh, traffic jam with the guy behind him. Looks like MbL, by the way, discovering where his opponent is, has already penetrated the back of Hera's base. Hera has also done the same, but his army is in the middle of the map. I'm trying to see who is going to die first here. These two spearmen to the right or these two spearmen to the left? We've got a combined total of, what is that, 48 HP. We've got a combined total of 44 HP. So let's keep an eye on this. I'm going to roll the dice and say we're going to get our first kill count, first blood on the dance floor here. Oh, look at that, for once. You know, even a broken clock is right twice a day, or whatever the hell the expression is. And it looks like Hera, our Tatar, getting the first kill as he surrounds a bunch of villagers, but he potentially gets trapped. Potentially gets trapped. No, MbL. MbL's a little too quick on his feet here, not allowing this house to go up. Hera's villagers are fighting back. Not exactly something you want to do all of a sudden. The kill count is 4-0, but MbL is the one who gets a villager kill. And now 3 scouts take a bit of a break, lure and tease these spearmen. Hey, come attack me, bro, they say, as they immediately deke those spearmen and run away. And then we got a bit of a circus situation happening here. This Mongol spearman getting double teamed. He is getting spit roasted by Mother Nature and by our Tatar. Oh no. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my God. Literally, I say it a lot, Romeo and Juliet, but literal Romeo and Juliet as the tiger emerges, MVP of that battle. Wow, okay. The fun things you see in Age of Empires when you focus in on a lot of nonsense. It looks like these scouts are now trapped. Oh, and now it's MbL's turn to be a little slow, and as this body of cavalry from our Tatar emerges from their, oh my goodness, from their trap, and it looks like this. Why didn't he keep chasing? He could have definitely kept chasing MbL here and hit that weaker scout, or maybe he was afraid that they would turn around. All of a sudden, a lot of little pinpricks, a lot of little pinpoint actions happening around the map. Kill count stands at 4 apiece, although yet again, as I mentioned, it is our Mongol with that penetration into Hera's woodline that has the first villager kill of the game. As now Lightcav chases Lightcav, this is the moment MbL, off the back of 33 villagers, decides to get Wheelbarrow. Hera, very few economic upgrades right now. He's got double bit axe, and that's essentially it. His army count is just 1 shy of his opponent. His villager count is identical, and he is investing in armor, archer, not armor, archer, attack, and range upgrades. Why? Because he's got a single archer in here, and 5 more somewhere out on the map. Are you guys heading south? Ooh, but MbL discovers them en route. Probably the sourest thing you could do. You build up your little army. You send it across the map. You think they're nice and safe. You think you're going to surprise your opponent. And then all of a sudden your opponent, hey, well-placed skirmisher, discovers everything here. And look at this, both players coming in to reinforce their weakest shit Spearman, though Spearman does manage to get a kill before dying. Wow, great get there for Hera. But ultimately the Spearman does go down. Archers are now here to the back as well. So this gold should be secure from everything except this annoying skirmisher. It looks like there's a bit of a battle erupting here to the center of the map. 17 minutes in. Hera is now ahead 1 kill. MbL down 2 military kills, but again, still the only villager kill in the game. As Hera's kill lead continues to expand. Man, oh man, are they putting my zooming skills to the test here with these multi-area attacks. Bye Spearman. Not too sure why Hera, he must be microing the battle up north next to his gold. I'm not too sure why these archers didn't just enter into the dead space of the skirmisher's minimum range. 11 kills to 6 now. Hera firmly in control of the kill count. Let's take a look at the stats. He's also ahead 3 villagers. He's got an extra army unit. And now he's shooing away MbL's aggression to the western part of his settlement, but does lose an archer. Not exactly fantastic. It loses another archer. This is about as bad as it can get here. I shouldn't say it's bad. It's almost as bad as it can get here, because the worst case scenario is losing the 3rd archer, who goes down. Box turtles, unfazed, continue their aimless existence, just circling around each other. This always reminds me of that cute video on Instagram, on YouTube, whatever social media platform you like, TikTok maybe, of that one turtle who is on his back, and then all the other turtles band together into a nice little group, and they push him off of his back onto his front, and it's just the most adorable thing. Now, you might think that that's pretty amazing, and the turtles really love each other and help each other out. Why is Hera so gun-shy to engage into this with his scouts? What are their HP? Okay, because one of them is basically dead. You'd think that means the turtles love each other and things like that, but nuh-uh. There's another video where they're all on a log, and then one jackass turtle comes and starts spinning the log, and a bunch of them fall off into the water. So turtles, I don't know about turtles. Maybe Ninja Turtles lied to us, and that not all turtles are as friendly as they possibly can be. Not exactly eating pizza and flinging nunchucks at each other. As our Mongol army returns yet again. He does not want this gold getting mined. You guys know I love the double teaming of the gold here. One on either side allows the mining to be very, very efficient. 4 archers pop out. What are their upgrades? Still just the 1 attack and armor upgrade. Villager MbL gets the 2nd villager kill. So now he's ahead 2 villager kills, although down 5 total kills. Looks like Hera's trying to penetrate his base. But with these weak units in Feudal Age, not too sure that's gonna get done. As a interestingly placed tower. I don't know about the location of this tower. Let me know what you think. Should he have placed it here, or maybe perhaps somewhere closer to the wood line here? Because Hera can just pivot his archer units here, and all of a sudden your wood line is lamed. Although that's doesn't really play a role, because Hera's backing off with his army. Okay, maybe not. Maybe he's that was just a feigned retreat. Now that he's in Castle Age, he's getting the old Bodkin, the old crossbow, and he's getting Bowsaw. MbL still 20 seconds away from hitting the same age as his opponent. Down 2 villagers, probably 3 by the time he gets to the next age. No, never mind. Hera's not training any villagers. His idle time on his TC is climbing. He is focused very much on other things as a Tatar knight comes out. And all of a sudden, these skirmishers are in serious amounts of trouble here. So Hera winning on multiple fronts at the moment. Knocking this army back down, even though, I mean, he lost his scout, not the end of the world. He's also penetrating into the base here, and there's nothing. There's no tower. MbL evacuates the villagers, knowing that there's about to be a whole bunch of crossbows heading his way, as this knight has his way with these Feudal Age ranged units. And down they go. 6 total kills for Hera's Tatar knight. MbL is going to find naught but dead space. No more farms, no more villagers. So maybe, heading over to that bamboo is a risky venture for that villager. And MbL now just pivots his lumberjacks over here. And this is what I said, if this tower, let me know what you think. It definitely did keep Hera out from here. But now Hera's just going to be able to park himself right outside this wood line. So I'm wondering if there was a better place to put this tower, maybe over here. But I'm not too sure. I'm not going to second guess these amazing players. And the hero tiger, no. No, why did you kill him? You should have tamed him like Mike Tyson and just kept him in your menagerie. Hera sees the dead tiger. We'll see what he makes of it. Does he see the army approaching him? Of course he does. Oh my goodness, MbL expanding his villager kill lead with 5 total dead Tatar villagers, 6 now. And what is he doing back home? He is defending against Hera's onslaught. And by the way, defending quite well. I mean, his economy is getting ragdolled a little bit here. And this is what I was talking about. The economy is not fantastic because the villagers are on move command a lot of the time, as opposed to gathering resources. So they may not necessarily show up as idle, but man, oh man, are they idle in the sense that they're not gathering resources, as MbL's entire eastern part has been lamed essentially. But does he care? He's getting elite skirmishers. There's not really much here to lame, just a few farms and some wood gathering. Looks like Hera lost a few more crossbows to the Mongol crossbows. And MbL is just getting more and more. We've seen his ability to snipe villagers when he was playing against Kasva. 11 dead Tatar villagers, 12. Will he get a 13th? No, he does not, but look at this pile of dead bodies. Wow, amazing push in by MbL. I mean, he lost his entire army, but did manage to get a dozen of Hera's villagers. When's the last time we saw Hera lose a dozen villagers as his army now gets shooed away? So, I mean, the scores say one thing. The scores say Hera's in the lead. He's down in kill count, 7. He's ahead, I guess, in military kill count. Villager count, he's down as well. I'm not too sure how Hera has the better score. Is it just scouting? Might be just scouting. Because I'm seeing MbL has not scouted the eastern third of the map at all, whereas Hera has pretty much scouted almost the entire map. Has located, by the way, all the relics except the one hidden here in this dark area. And now our Mongol continuing to chase. Now, I made, of course, a big stink about these being 2 cavalry civilizations. I took the Saturday expression, I altered it, of course, to say steppe lancers. And so what are we seeing? Naturally, we're seeing bipedal archers taking on skirmishers. Not too sure this is a battle MbL wants to engage into, by the way. Although he does have ballistics. Hera just now clicking to get ballistics, and MbL second town center going up. Hera's already got 2 extra town centers. And by the way, there are those 2 free sheep, which remember come with 50% more meat on their bones. So 300 free food for every town center as these villagers take their, what are those tools? Just knives, I guess? And they harvest that sheep meat. MbL's to the south, MbL's to the east, MbL is approaching the west. He is just freaking everywhere, our Mongol. I mean, he's playing this like a cavalry civilization, but with infantry. I shouldn't say infantry, bipedal. There's got to be a category of units that I can say instead of bipedal. I feel silly saying bipedal all the time. Foot units? That sounds even dirtier. That sounds like they sell feet pictures on feetfinder.com. Or on OnlyFans, maybe. That would be something. An Age of Empires OnlyFans. I wonder how that would look. But Hera. Uh-oh. He's going to lose a few of these skirmishers, but I don't know that necessarily 2 knights are going to be able to take out... Never mind. He sandwiches Hera's army, does MbL, and all of a sudden 2 unsupported knights become 2 knights with 3 crossbows and 3 skirmishers. So MbL is going to lose his archer units, which is not great. The 3 crossbows to the north are not great. The gold invested in that is not, you know, not huge, but when you're fighting trash, it's really, you don't really want to lose too much gold. And Hera finally racking up some villager kills, back up to 7. MbL, though, 16 villagers. He's to the north with an angry macaw flying over the Tatar bases. Knights are here as well. A Mangonel siege to this town center, already knocking it down 1,000 HP. Although, speaking of HP on town centers, our Mongol might want to cancel this town center. It's down to 200 HP. Not too sure what it was at before. What's 13% of 2,400? Okay, so it's not that far off. It was, what, at like 300 HP before he attacked it? Hera is trying to control the situation 1 unit at a time here. Will wrest control of the north from his opponent, which means those lumberjacks are safe. But what the hell do you do against these knights? 9 villager kills to the 19 of the Mongol. Our Mongol is just unrelenting. 600 HP. Is Hera gonna let this town center fall, or is he actually gonna repair it? He does have stone in the bank, which will allow him. I think town centers are weird like that, right? They you need to have stone in order to repair them, even though the repair cost is wood. Ooh, villager dies repairing his beloved town center. Skirmisher dies, and now our Tatar is going cav archers. All right. So now we're transitioning into more of a horsey-based army. Hera, uncharacteristically, take a look at the minimap. There's not a single blue dot anywhere outside of his settlement. Let's take a look at his vision. Wow. Hera is being kept in the dark by our Mongol, who again is here to the north, the east, here to the southeast. He's here to the west, unrelenting, pushing Hera away from this gold. And remember, we saw Hera doesn't have any backwards gold. Hera's gold is in the forward position. Got backwards stone for all the good that that's doing him. What is his stone count? 285. Not a single castle anywhere on the map at this point. 35 minutes in, Hera is housed. Again, not something that we see, but he should be able to take this fight quite handily. These skirmishers are going to make very quick work. Ooh, MbL's getting a little too cocky, not paying attention here, but doesn't really matter. The town center falls. What are the kill count? 5 kills, 4 of them villagers. These two skirmishers. Okay, they get shooed away by this tower. So Hera's stone is being invested in towers as opposed to a castle. 4 more houses. He does not want to get supply blocked, even though he has 16 more population space. And all of a sudden, he's kind of cleared up the situation. The damage dealers, the mangonels, are dismantling all of the heavy infrastructure here to the southeast of Hera's base. He's been knocked down to 2 town centers as his opponent finally has managed to get the 3rd up and running. But MbL's moving in. He's hunting. Is he going to take on the tower? I mean, with 4 mangonels, I would love it if there was a villager here to perhaps repair the mangonels. And Hera doing Hera things. If you push into me, why the hell should I not push into you? How many villagers? Holy shit! 22 villagers. 25% of the Tatar economy is moving forward. MbL, will he catch wind of this? Ooh, they're in the dark here. He sees the skirmisher. If he chases the skirmisher, it might be bad news. I know, look at that. Brilliant Hera does not keep moving with that skirmisher, just keeps him there so that MbL does not discover. I mean, MbL's... Oh, sorry. What did I click there? A tree. MbL's not going to see this until it's too late. Tower is down. Another siege workshop will fall. We'll see what happens when this mangonel that's in there pops out. Where will Hera use that mangonel, or rather, where will he attack? He goes for the... he goes for the human units, not for the catapult units. But all of a sudden, Hera's going to potentially be knocked down into 1 town center. And our Mongol continuing with the skirmishers. And look at that. Hera relocates his castle. Why did he relocate his castle? Now he's getting his opponent sight wind of this castle. And so, sorry guys, I said castle like 16 times in the last 5 seconds. But our Mongol castle should go up. It should very much go up. And this is not what Hera wanted to happen. I mean, this is probably what he wanted to happen. I would love to have seen 2 lumber camps. Oh my god, lumber camps, you idiot. Mining camps go up instead of a town center here. Just because, are you really going to train villagers here in the really, really forward position? There is a siege workshop with the mangonel here as well. And now Hera's using the mobility of these cav archers to push in. But his town center's down. Oh no, the entire rear position of his base is exposed. And these villagers... I mean, I would love to see these villagers all just rush these mangonels. I don't know who would win that battle. MbL would need to, number 1, catch wind of those villagers as fast as possible, as early as possible. And then he would need probably the best attack rounds in the world. But Hera's relying on his mangonel instead. It looks like this mangonel already managed to get a mangonel of MbL's. So, okay, 1 mango for 1 mango. Not a bad trade. It looks like MbL also managing to get a few cav archers. So Hera with his 12 army supplies being as annoying as humanly possible. Now, it's nice, again, that you get the free sheep as the Tatars with their extra food. MbL retreats. No! This is probably the last thing you want to do right now. Now is not the moment to retreat. Now is the time to apply as much pressure as possible. This is what Hera does when you attack into him. He just, I mean, what's the prestige in Magic? When you're looking at the left hand, all of a sudden the right hand pops up a dove. That's what Hera does. He loves to do this, and now he's building another town center. He's got enough stone for 3 more town centers, enough wood almost for 2 more, but MbL is undeterred. He thinks he can hold it at home. Another town center. So MbL has done a good amount of damage. He's cleared up the Tatar base, the secondary gold untouched, the tertiary gold untouched, the primary gold just now starting to get mined out and not even close, still 1600 gold. MbL has done such an amazing job laming the gold of his opponent, and here come the steppe lancers for the Mongols. He says, you know what? This is going to be a stalemate here to the west of my settlement. Unless I keep sending random villagers to jack lumber in the middle of freaking nowhere, this is just going to be a stalemate. So, oh my god, he's trying to sandwich Hera's castle with 2 of his own. Our Mongol bought wood, bought stone, sold wood for gold. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's balancing his economy in whatever manner he has to get 2 castles up. But Hera is heading to Imperial. MbL has the food, doesn't have the gold, but when he takes Hera's tertiary gold, he very much will be. And Hera does not have this gold. Surprisingly, he has 105 villagers to 113. And now MbL is also clicking up to the next stage. But this castle now lames the gold. Hera, I don't know why it says he's got 21 villagers on gold. Does he actually have? Okay, never mind. There it is. A 3rd mining camp. Probably better placed over here. But holy moly, this is Hera's entire gold mining operation. And I'm not sure he can survive this. Oh, Mangonel escapes by the skin of his teeth. But Mangadai is out. Plus 3 attack bonus against siege means, what, 2 shots needed now to get rid of this Mangonel with its 6 pierce armor? Oh no, MbL is back, this time with Mangadai. Forget the skirmishers, his Mangonels. Where's the other Mangonel? Okay, sorry, I missed the death of the Mangonel. 2 random scorpions as well. Hera will hit Imperial first. What will he do? There's already a ram moving forward. MbL does not want to give his opponent the time, the luxury to get out of Treb, even though Hera is doing exactly that. And another castle. This is a backup castle. This is a swinger's castle, just so he can attack this ram and keep this forward castle safe. But now this one to the south has Mangadai inside. I mean, this is just about a pretty bonkers game. 2 of the scorpions do die. Hera's Mangonels have been fantastic. 6 kills, 2 of them villagers. And all of a sudden, he's defending to the north. He's repositioned his economy. Again, a lot of idle time. Look at this. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. I don't know if this is intentional or if this is just something that's happening right now, because Hera's focused primarily up here. Why are the villagers not attacking the rams? Yeah, okay, so they are going after the rams. Some of them go to repair. Some go on the offensive. But I think now that MbL's an Imperial as well, Hera is going to know that he's in a spot of trouble. Even if he gets this castle, you best believe our Mongol is going to start pumping out Trebs as well. And again, Hera's economy is not terrible in terms of numbers, but in terms of allocation, yeah, that's, I mean, you've got, what did he have right before he GG'd? 15 villagers on gold, and this was the only gold he had, right? This gold was lamed. This gold's being taken by the Mongol. This gold's being protected by a very cocky crossbow, a fresh recruit by the look of it, 0 kills. And now he's being lamed here as well. This is still a good, viable, ongoing concern here, the stone mining operation. But Hera, 0 villagers on stone, barely any gold. I don't know that you can necessarily hold back the Mongol army 48 minutes into the game with just trash. And MbL, holy moly, the non-stop aggression out of him from, I mean, for a while they were exchanging blows. Hera was trying to bust into here, then he busted into here, and then he lamed the entire eastern part of the Mongol settlement. But our Mongol was unrelenting. He was just everywhere. How many attacks into this primary gold? How many buildings down by those 4 Mangonels? Even though, again, he could have probably done more with those mangonels, especially if taken down this siege workshop. Not that after that one mangonel died that this siege shop was going to be pumping out any more units, but I love that he got castle dropped and was as cool as a cucumber, realizing that unless something drastic happened, like perhaps a treb or a secondary castle, this was very much a stalemate situation. So he didn't really need to worry about it that much. And then he just expanded forward. Siege Workshop, 2 forward castles, more and more light cavalry coming out of him. And remember, his light cav come with 30% more HP. His step lancers come with 30% more HP. And man, oh man. I mean, that was just an absolute fun game out of both players. Hera doing what he does, which is just aggressing when he gets aggressed upon. And MbL just cool, calm, and collected. Would have loved to see some cav archers taking on some Mangudai, but man, was MbL just everywhere this game. Elite skirmishers to elite skirmishers. I didn't think that that would be the case, but it is what it is. PKPM for Hera above 200 in the middle of the game. PKPM for our Mongol, what do we want to call that? Beginning part of the game? Economies, yeah. Our Tatar economy about 20% smaller. No relics whatsoever. All 4 resources going to the Mongol. Wow. Conversions, none at all. Raisings, 25 structures destroyed by the Mongols, 10 destroyed by our Tatar. And the kill count fairly similar, with one exception. I mean, total kill count is similar. Look at the villager kills, 61 to 26. MbL just absolutely everywhere this game. And holy moly, with that omnipresent Mongol army, I mean, I would have loved to see some Step Lancer play out of the players. This one's got 0 kills, and he's the last remaining Step Lancer. I think we saw a few come out. And by the way, look at him behind the bamboo attacking the lumber camp, because that's just something a Step Lancer can do with that range. Super cool thing to see. Ultimately, our Tatar just could not keep up with the Mongol, who was pushing him off of every single gold patch there existed. Perhaps Hera should have put his castles, instead of in the forward position, closer to his gold, secured the gold a little bit, and started pumping out some of those Tatar amazing units that could contest map domination from our Mongol. But our Mongol didn't even give him an opportunity. Look at the mini-map. He is just thrusting into here with structures. We saw him thrust with catapult units. And wow, MbL just playing a fantastic game here. And Hera put up a valiant defense, a valiant offense. But like I said, MbL, cool as a cucumber, doesn't panic, doesn't tap out, decides to build a castle here, lames his opponent's gold operations. And because of that, actually, at the end of the day, I want to take a look at Hera's gold count. I saw that he obviously mined less. Really? This is surprising to me. Only 200 gold difference. Really? I thought that would have been much, much bigger, but I guess the game isn't that long, and MbL doesn't have that many villagers on gold. I guess 31's not bad, but maybe you just allocated them now. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it is our Mongol with the gold control who takes this game, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.